I want my kids' childhood to be full of color and magic, so I had this blank nook in my living room and I knew I could make it really special. I took a fridge box and turned it into a gigantic gingerbread house, which is endless hours of fun for my kids. It all started with a trip to Michael's. I got this package of craft paper and I knew these colors would be so vibrant, so I cut them into 3-inch strips to make a paper chain. Having this paper cutter made it a lot easier, but you could definitely cut this by hand. And what's a little magic without twinkle lights? After the twinkle lights were up, I also hung my paper chains. I used command strips. I found that these were the strongest to hold them up. I also used gold stars and a bunch of streamers to just add more color and fun to the space. My friends got a new fridge, and when I went to see it, all I could stare at was this giant box. I knew I could make something so magical out of it. A gingerbread house. Now, the thing is, most people would just start cutting this, but the perfectionist in me was like, I need to make sure this looks good. I snapped a new blade off my X-Acto knife and got to work. When making the shape of the roof, just remember 2 of the sides are going to be like a triangle and then 2 of them are going to be straight in order for your roof to actually sit flat on top of this box. I started by cutting off the roof. I had an additional extra large box, so I used that to actually make the rooftop. Oh my god, it's so cute! Even my husband was cheering me on throughout this whole project. Next came the door. I want my kids to actually be able to go inside of this box. So I cut out the door and made sure to not cut one side, so it was almost like a hinge to let the door open and close. Next came the windows, and I wanted to actually have a window pane as well. I just used a shopping bag that I had as like the size and the shape. And then of course I had to go in with my level and make sure it was straight because, you know, the perfectionist in me will never die. I can tell you that punching out the window was extremely therapeutic. The goal is to spend as little money as possible on this project, but I did need to get some brown paint just because I didn't have any lying around. I got a sample of this color. It's almost like a gingerbread color, and I think it works really well for the box. Getting the right color red was a bit of a challenge. I want to have that really red, Christmassy kind of color, but I just didn't have that on hand. And remember, I did not want to spend more money on it, so I tried to mix up a bunch of samples, and in the end, I just went with one of the colors I already had because it was good enough. It's just a kid's box. Next came the really fun part, which would be like the icing on the gingerbread house. I actually am not a great doodler, so I drew up all my designs by hand in pencil first, and then I went in and traced them with these chalk markers. I think these are really bright and vibrant, and I like the way the color showed up. And they're actually not like chalk, like they don't rub off if your kids might touch them. Most of the time, gingerbread houses have like gumdrops and candy canes, and it's really colorful. So I started to use these markers to try and do some of the design in color. But when I stepped away, I just didn't feel like it popped. So then the great thing about this is that you can just paint it over and start again. So I ended up painting all the doodles in white. I also want to make a wreath out of oranges, but then when I saw the cost of oranges, I was like, there's no way I can spend that much money on a wreath for my kids' gingerbread house. So I just drew a little heart by hand, and I think this was really cute and adds that little touch of whimsy as well. Remember, your kids are not going to care if this is perfect. They really are going to be so happy that you spent the time to make something so special for them. Next up, I made a little window in the side of the house because someone on my Instagram recommended that I should make a restaurant or a puppet theater, and I thought it was just such a brilliant idea. So I made this extra large window, and then I'm using pillowcases that I already have on hand. I just sewed them to a rod. And guys, I'm a terrible seamstress by hand. My mom is like a professional homemaker, so I'm glad she doesn't watch my YouTube videos. Then I taped it up to the inside of the house, just using really strong duct tape. I used quite a few coats. I want to add a little frame to this restaurant / puppet theater as well, so I just painted some scallop design and added in some cute doodles with a white chalk marker. This project is so accessible, which is why I think I got so many DMs from people telling me that they had replicated this project as well. I had someone send me one version that they made for their cats because they didn't have kids. I had a teacher send me her version because she thought this would be so perfect for her kindergarten class. So I really love that this inspired so many people to do their own version of a gingerbread house. So if you want to attempt this on your own, all you need is a big box and your imagination. And it's almost like a free project. And if you try it, I'd love to see your version of this. My kids had been asking me if they could also help me paint this. They had watched me do this all along, and I didn't have the heart to say no. After adding a couple of finishing touches to the puppet theater, here is the reveal of this gingerbread house, and my kids have already started to play with it. They've put on puppet shows and they're playing inside the house, and I know this is going to be a core memory for them because even my husband got in there and started telling stories for my kids. I hope this inspires you to make a really fun craft for your kids, knowing that you don't need to spend a lot of money to make it really fun and magical for your kids. And from my family to yours, I want to wish you a very happy and healthy holiday season. I hope you have the best time with your family, and I'll see you next year and we will keep DIYing.